Meteorologist Nick Kelly here with a fresh look at our forecast, including 2 rounds of severe weather that we need to watch very carefully, not just for late tonight heading into Sunday morning, but another chance for severe weather Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. First and foremost, though, everybody needs ways to get watches and warnings for tonight, because once we get past 11 o'clock and lasting up until about sunrise Sunday morning, we have in the Missouri Ozarks a level 3 to 4 risk for severe weather, and then drops off sharply into northern Arkansas, but still, everyone needs to be on guard for storms late tonight and overnight for the potential to produce wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour. The parameters I'm seeing could suggest hail sizes up to the size of tennis balls, and I cannot discount a tornado threat, which I think has increased a little bit, especially within that level 4 moderate risk. And on top of all of that, we have flood watches for the Missouri Ozarks until 6 o'clock Sunday evening, because on top of the severe weather we're expecting, these storms that we're watching through the day tomorrow could produce quite a bit of heavy rainfall, 1 to 3 inches in total within a 24-hour period. That could result in some localized flooding, maybe some flash flooding that we'll keep an eye on as well. At least to start your Saturday evening out, it is looking calm right now, so if you have any plans for the evening, you'll be fine. But immediately off to the west, from southern Kansas through Oklahoma and into north central Texas, that is a PDS tornado watch, a particularly dangerous situation. Something the Storm Prediction Center does not put out very often, and they don't take that threat very lightly, because within those storms already erupting from San Angelo near Wichita Falls and not too far from Lawton, we have a couple tornado warnings with those, and those areas could see numerous tornadoes and some strong tornadoes as they go through the afternoon and evening. Those storms are firing up ahead of a dry line, but for our area, a warm front, as advertised, is lifting back in from south to north, and that is going to prime the pump, unfortunately, for those storms out west to congeal and survive the journey into our area overnight. Then we'll have to deal with a cold front out west for additional storms by Sunday afternoon. So let's walk through both rounds of severe weather that we're expecting. First, Futurecast this evening keeps us quiet from about 5 o'clock up until about 10 or 11 o'clock tonight, with clouds on the increase, though. Once we get to 11 o'clock, we'll watch those storms out west. The expectation is that some of those storms could still be discrete supercells, but they are going to start forming into a cluster, or kind of a line, if you will, of storms, which will try to lower the tornado threat as they work into the western Ozarks by about 1 o'clock Sunday morning, near the I-49 corridor. Even though they're going to try to congeal into a cluster of storms, almost kind of a solidified bow or a line, if you will, we need to keep an eye on these storms closely, because as they come in, I would not be shocked if we had both severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings with those storms as they come in. By 3 o'clock Sunday morning, these storms will be working over the 65 corridor and marching towards Missouri Highway 5. Still severe, very likely, with primarily wind, maybe some spin-up tornadoes, and some hail with the strongest of the storms. Then they'll work over Missouri Highway 5 and into the eastern Ozarks between 3 and 5 o'clock Sunday morning. Then once we get past 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, that severe threat pushes off to the east, but I think we'll still see some additional storms trying to sneak in behind that as we head through the rest of our Sunday morning. We'll see if those can be strong or severe, but we'll get a midday break in the action with partly sunny skies trying to return. Then, as the cold front comes in from about 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon through 7 o'clock Sunday evening and until 10 o'clock Sunday night, that will be additional chances for storms, some of which will be strong to severe, with, for our area, mainly a wind and hail threat, not to mention more moderate to heavy rain. And then once we get past 10 o'clock Sunday night, look at how quiet and mostly sunny our nice Memorial Day will be looking. So, we need to keep an eye on that second round of potential severe weather for Sunday afternoon and early Sunday evening from 4 o'clock until 10 o'clock. That's a level 1 to 2 risk for storms to be severe, with wind gusts potentially up to 70 miles per hour, hail up to the size of golf balls, and not to mention more moderate to heavy rain. Quickly want to show you, once we get past this storm system, we have quiet weather lined up for a mostly sunny and nice Memorial Day Monday. and then partly sunny skies on Tuesday with a little moisture trying to return. Then I think a few weak impulses around an upper level ridge trying to build in could allow for a few isolated storms on Wednesday, and then by the end of next week, maybe a little uptick in scattered thunderstorm chances returning to the area. As far as temperatures go, we'll drop back into the upper 60s tonight, 67 in Springfield, 68 in Harrison. Then we'll go again into the mid-80s for Missouri, maybe some upper 80s in northern Arkansas, with again storms in the afternoon and evening to keep an eye on. Outside of those two big cities, everyone starts in the upper 60s to about 70 degrees in the morning, near 80 already by noon, and then pushing highs into the middle to upper 80s for Sunday afternoon's expected highs. Then we'll drop back near 70 Sunday night by 10 o'clock, and then we'll go upper 50s to lower 60s Monday morning, and then we're going to see these highs top out nicely, right around 80 degrees for your Memorial Day, and then the rest of next week, highs in the upper 70s, and morning lows right around 60 degrees.